Previously on Live to Give, back to reality. The players experienced the fallout of 3 unpredictable tribal councils. Kim and Steve had a heated conversation after Steve threw his vote on Kim, putting Brett in the role of mediator and referee. When Noah, Ryan C, and Ryan W arrived back at camp, they were shocked to learn that tribal council took place in their absence. At the challenge, the 12 remaining contestants were overjoyed to discover that they had made it to the merge. Players were given a decision: feast at breakfast or compete for immunity. While some chose to feel themselves for the long run, Karen sacrificed her chance at immunity to take Ryan W out of the challenge, giving Ryan C the win. At the merged Minnetonka tribe, the numbers were obvious: 6 original Chaska, 5 original Dinah, and 1 lone original Winona. But the alliances were murky. Fractures were everywhere and the underdogs were looking to rise up. Karen, Ryan C, and Chapman were looking to make a plan that kept their tight Edina alliance safe. Kelly was looking for information to aid her fellow Chaskas, but her eagerness to play the game led others to doubt her. Renzo, the last remaining Winona player, was seen as a valuable ally to acquire as Kim brought him into the fold. After hearing Corinne's name on the chopping block, her allies scrambled to save her. Brett was playing both sides, using his relationships to sway the direction of the majority vote. At Tribal Council, Ryan W used his advantage he had bought at the auction, blocking Kelly's vote and sending her home to protect Corinne. 11 are left, who will be voted out tonight.
Okay, good, thank you.
We just got back from tribal, and I have never felt my heart beating out of my chest like that in my life. I thought that I might pass out when I was sitting up there because I was so convinced I was going home. I was like fairly confident that it was me. Even when Ryan W played his block vote on Kelly, I was like, I still don't feel like I have the numbers. I still feel like people are gonna vote for me. It's just a gut feeling. And usually my gut feeling is right. So I was really just not feeling confident going into or honestly out of this tribal council. But I definitely wasn't expecting that. So I'm really happy to still be here.
I think he just had to use it. I think it was the last one.
He was only able to use it the one tribal? Oh, you're right over here.
He was with
How
us.
about if I ask you?
He was with everyone there. Like,
card, but it's like this is the first ever Live to Give block a vote card.
Right.
You have to use it at your next tribal.
Oh.
And there was one other thing.
Was that
Yeah,
what you got in
yeah,
the
that's what I
auction?
got in the
Okay.
auction. I didn't realize that me having advantage was on a lot of people's minds. They didn't forget from the auction. But yeah, they were really curious about it, and I told them exactly what it was once it was done.
We got you though.
I had to use it at my next tribal. So if Noah didn't pick me yesterday, I would have had to use it at the nighttime thing. Yeah.
That would have been made yesterday a little bit easier. But... So we just had our first tribal as a merged tribe. Everything went according to plan. Kelly went home, which is what I wanted. I did not, however, foresee Corinne getting 3 votes. I don't like that at all. I was shocked AF when Ryan used his advantage. We did talk about the advantage, but he did not specify that he'd be using it today, so I was kind of like, This just tells me I need to really step it up to make sure that I am in the know of everything that's happening.
Well, we know where your vote went.
There you go.
My vote with your vote. It's going to be interesting having my name across the bottom on the next 2 votes. There's obviously a challenge coming up, so we'll see who has immunity maybe going into the next vote or what that shakes out. Depending on, you know, who I have to target my vote for, that could make things really awkward. I do feel that there won't be any blowback for this.
I had people coming up and going, is everything okay with you and Steve? What would you think about voting out Steve? And I said, you know what? Trust has to be rebuilt, and that's fine. I said 5 years ago me would have turned around and going off with his head. Today me is like, no, you know what? I have to rebuild the trust with him. I'll get there eventually. I'm sure he'll get there eventually. So yeah, I was pretty upfront with people and said, yes, we had issues. The issues are squished.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, you know,
and I said, that's the difference between playing with adults and kids. You know, so, you know, so.
It's nice being at one tribal, not seeing my name. Kim and I had our outs, and she didn't like that. She's a heavy player in the game, and we've sort of made amends, but that'll always be in the back of her head. But I think it says a lot that I voted with her.
It was so
funny. That was the greatest.
Are we all still reeling from that crazy tribal council?
Yeah?
So many unexpected twists and turns.
Yeah.
It's the 3 of us who voted for this. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, I told it, but.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Voted for.
He voted for Corinne.
You guys voted for Corinne?
No, I didn't.
I did.
Renzo?
You did.
And Ryan C. did because it was written on his face.
No.
Oh.
Steve and Red.
The goal right now is to figure out who those 3 votes were for Corinne and target them. She's in my core 4. We got to make sure that the 4 of us are protected, so I got to figure out who those votes were so we can handle that immediately.
Who's the other vote?
Okay.
That's what I want
So
to
then
know.
there's a third one.
Right. I'm so confused.
I am too.
I already told Corinne I voted for her.
Were you
I just
aligned
wanna
with
be
Kelly?
good.
That's how you did Corinne?
I felt that was my best.
Yeah.
Best at the moment. Yeah. At this point, it's
over
at
here,
the
but
moment.
yeah, he was talking about saying that he felt that was the best move for him.
I forget it was on the block.
There were 3 votes for Corinne. Renzo already owned up to his. Steve voted Corinne. The 3rd vote, nobody knows for sure who it is. That would be me. And it was 100% a Hinky vote because I knew that Kelly was going home, that the votes were there. But I think there's paranoia because everybody is saying, who's the 3rd vote? Who's the 3rd vote? And I actually got people saying, I know for a fact it wasn't Kim because she was voting Kelly with us. Marquise just tried to tell me that Karen and Steve voted for me, which I know.
I'm fairly confident that they wouldn't. And just like Kim's reaction after at Tribal, just like cooled me into that. So I think Marquise is probably like, I don't know if he's gunning for me, but he's definitely sneaky.
I'm just gonna be telling you, yes, we are in the middle, so that we need to like always talk.
Exactly. Who do you feel like good about so far?
And I've definitely felt good about Kelly, but she got eliminated. It's like, become my ally, you get eliminated.
Right. Yeah.
I feel good about
It's okay. I'll be Kelly now.
Okay.
I think targeting Marquise is going to be really challenging because not only does he have an idol, he also has massively strong connections with Noah and Brian. So I would like to see him go, especially to flesh out that idol if we could blindside him. However, I think Kim would be an easier vote, a more straightforward vote, and she voted for me. So I think it would be fair enough for me to gun for her at this point.
Were some people in the bathroom?
That was a mosquito. I just sucked right in.
Looking forward, my game plan right now is to just keep playing the middle. I've got Noah and Kim really thinking that I'm playing mint, and I've got Mint really thinking that I'm playing yellow. I truly am playing the middle here, and I've got good relationships with everyone. My name hasn't been written down yet in this game, and so I feel like that's showing me that my social relationships are helping me out. I'm worried that people will start to catch on to that, but I'm just going to keep playing the middle, and hopefully we can get another strong player out of this game.
Okay, as a female, I would really like to see us get a male out next time.
I don't want any women to go home for a long
Because
time.
I'm looking at this going, we are down to me, Corinne, and Karen. That's it.
I'm really worried about Brett right now, to be honest, because him and Kim are like this right now. He told me Kim saved her at the last vote. Like when Ryan blocked Kelly, like Kim looked, they immediately were like looking at each other, like communicating with their eyes, and I'm like, okay, like they're tight. I need to keep an eye on that. I'm not sure I trust Brett when he tells me I'm his number one. I don't buy it.
And then I don't know who the third one is.
It's honestly, okay, I trust you too. It's either Brett or Kim. If you haven't noticed, they're super tight. I think it might have been because Kim saved Brett on that drive, and Brett told me, like, Kim is like, they're tight.
Yep,
like,
he told me that as well.
So they make me nervous.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what this plan is going forward, but I feel like you're in good hands.
This is my 5th tribal council in a row where the vote went exactly to my plan and I have voted correctly and not received a vote. Right now it seems like I have my hand in every single cookie jar and everyone is coming to me for advice. They're coming to me for information like who is Chapman voting for, because that's how I want to vote. So everything seems to be just falling into my lap at this point. And you know, I do think it's time to take out one of the big 3, Marquise, Noah, or Ryan W. You're going home and I'm gonna make damn sure of it.
Let the rain fall down and wake my dream. Let it wash away. Minnetonka, come on in. All right, final 11, welcome. First things first, Ryan C, can I have that immunity necklace back? Immunity is back up for grabs. But first we're gonna draw new buffs because we are going into 2 new tribes. When I say open, we will open for our 2 new tribes to see what color you are on. All right. 3, 2, 1, open.
You guys know how to build suspense.
Yes.
All right, so we're getting into 2 tribes. Green, Edina, come over here. Pink, Winona, come over here to where Renzo is. And Marquise, original yellow with another yellow will be spot center. So we have our 2 new tribes and Marquise, who for this round, Marquise, you will be going to Exile Island. Oh! So grab your stuff and head on out. We will see you later. All right, this challenge is called Get Soaked. You will start off by being randomly partnered with a member from the other tribe. And together, you are playing for individual immunity. In this challenge, one player will have a water gun and the other player will have a bucket with holes. The goal is to squirt the water gun into the bucket, attempting to release your pumpkins. The first duo to release their pumpkins from the bowl will win individual immunity for their tribes and be safe at the next vote because both tribes are going to tribal council. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. About to be wet.
More water?
Everyone's doing pretty good at getting water in there.
Yeah! Water!
Renzo and Ryan C are super close.
Water!
Those pumpkins are almost out.
Yeah!
Ryan C and Renzo win individual immunity.
Not good. Good?
Oh, nice job.
Renzo and Ryan C, congrats. On top of individual immunity, you've also won $25 for your charity on behalf of Ellen Gilman, who is a huge fan of Live to Give. So Renzo and Ryan C cannot be voted for, and yeah, head on back to camp.
I was paired up with Renzo, and I was actually really excited to be paired up with Renzo. Some people might look at him with like one arm, you know, in a cast and be like, I don't know about that, especially this water tossing challenge. Renzo's a gamer, and we just kind of looked at each other and we said, let's win immunity. And we did. So Renzo and I both won immunity. So that's back-to-back immunities for me, which is kind of wild. And I think there's probably another charity bonus for Star Studio, which is awesome. So I think I braked in an extra $50 today.
So, we get to our next immunity challenge, and wouldn't you know, there's a twist. We're going to new tribes. We all pick our buffs, we open them up, I get yellow, and I look around, and I'm seeing mint, and I'm seeing pink, and I'm like looking and looking, and I'm like, wait, I'm the only one with yellow. Turns out, I'm going to Exile Island. So that is where I am now. I haven't even fully processed the fact that I'm here and like what this could possibly mean for my game. Oh my God, I'm just hoping that this does not screw me. So now that this twist has come into play and I'm by my lonesome on Exile Island, I'm thinking back to the Kelly vote. I feel like for my game and for the game of the people that I'm aligned with, Kelly going was the best case scenario. The thing that shocked me the most from Tribal Council is that Corinne got 3 votes. I had kind of heard her name, but I didn't know that anyone was fully locked in on Corinne. Ideally, Steve will be going next. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, well, he'll be easy to beat in challenges, but it's like, yeah, and he will easily blow up your game at any moment. So I'd rather get rid of that now and then focus on the bigger threats later on down the road. Hopefully there's some kind of advantage or an idol or something out here on Exile Island, because I already have my idol, so to have something else would be heaven sent. Welcome to Exile Island. Being exiled can be lonely, exhausting, and boring, but it is up to you to make a potentially game-changing choice. You are about to be given the choice between power or safety. Choose wisely. This could be a game-changing decision. Oh my gosh. Either one of these could change my game dramatically. I feel really good about the numbers that I have. I feel insulated in many different ways. And I also have an idol, so I feel safe. I've had a lot of influence in this game, but I've not yet had power. Please be diabolical. Power. You will attend both tribal councils this round, and you will receive a vote at both of these tribal councils. You will not go to camps with these tribes, but you will be safe from being voted out at both tribal councils. Oh my God. That's final 9. Idol final 8. Oh my God, this is the best thing that, like, oh my God. Oh my God, the survivor gods just have my back, period. Oh my gosh. I climb worse when I'm drunk. I am over the moon excited right now. Like, the survivor gods have been blessing me so much. I'm hoping that this luck streak does not run out. I get to go to both tribal councils and vote at both. I'm safe for 2 more votes. This is like legitimately so incredible. I feel so blessed. And it's so crazy because when we were picking those buffs, I chose one and then I second thought and I picked a different one and I picked this one. And look where I am. Look what happened.
Point here. You don't have enough. Okay, what are you thinking?
We're told we were separating back, getting new buffs, separating back into green Radina and the pink Winona. Coming back, It's a whole different moment here. It's such an individual game right now. I always expect a blindside.
Are we able to? Well, no, because it's you and Brett and
Can I join the team?
yeah, yeah.
When I won the immunity, I have full of emotions. I grew up without a lot of confidence in myself. It brought back a lot of memories of me just because I'm small. I'm thin because of my physique, because of my voice. People just often judge me as very weak, inferior. I look different, like inferior to what is the norm. So I think I've overcome that over the years. And even if I have a broken wrist, even if I'm not tall, even if I'm not muscular, I'm not big, I'm half the twice of some people here, I can win something. I just want to prove to myself I can win something. I think I've overcome that.
Hold on, just a second. I'll show you.
I'm
not ignoring you. I promise you.
You don't have a lot of time, Kim.
I know. Okay. I'll shake on it, but here's the deal. Of course, Renzo's safe. I do not want to sit at the end with Renzo. How do you win against someone with a broken arm? You don't. Karen and Steve both, being mint, fully trust Brett. I'm the only yellow over here. There are potential fractures, and I'm a big old crack.
Well, you're gonna see that I haven't been really with anyone the whole game. I mean, so.
Who would you want to go home? Like out of those.
Well, I'll tell you who I wanted to go home. Was the one that's got immunity.
Oh, Renzo? Oh, I know
That was who I was in the room.
We had to redraw bucks, and Marquise got a neutral color, and he was sent to exile, so who knows what's going on over there. I got put with Brett, Kim, Renzo, and Steve. I know I have to eventually blindside Ryan C, but like that kind of breaks my heart because I really like him. I don't know, they seem really tight, so I don't feel like...
Who seems tight?
Like Brett and Kim, it sounds like they were tight on your
So well, you heard what went down with Kim. I mean, everyone heard what went down.
Yeah, you told me when you got back to camp,
So we've got Karen, Brett, Renzo, Karen, Brett, Renzo, myself, and Kim. And Kim and I, everyone knows the history of that, how that went. I think Renzo was the biggest target that was out there, but he gained immunity from that last challenge.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking exactly what we talked about initially, which is voting out Steve.
This is hard.
We're okay. Remember that we're ultimately, I want to get to a final 3. Trust me, it takes a lot for me to build any type of trust in these games because, let's face it, everybody's a big fat liar. I'm not thrilled going into tribal looking like I just won a wet t-shirt contest.
I like that idea of keeping Corinne because I really trust her. We like vibed really well and very like she seemed like kind of on the out, so she's like she's down for like the underdogs of this, you know, to come up. So I really like that idea.
Okay.
I think this vote is crucial for both tribes because it's still a numbers game. So I mean, it is critical. Steve seems like a wild card.
Okay. So I'm hearing from Kim and from Renzo. Karen.
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
I think I would be too, and where I'm at too, Steve, is like, because if we got Karen, Chapman, and Ryan won't want to work with us anymore. So we're really like, we have to be certain that this is who we want to run with.
Absolutely.
As for who's in my endgame alliance, I don't know, pick a name because I'm kind of selling myself to everyone out there right now. I don't know, I think I'll be able to make it to the top 9, and from there we'll just take it day by day. It's gonna be hard, I'm probably gonna cry actually.
I know you're close. I know. And that's what I said. I know
we have to play the game.
That's the other part we're doing.
And we have to make big moves.
I was going to put up on
Yeah.
Obviously,
now we can't. Yeah.
Kim and I said we'd align these next couple votes. We'll see if it holds true. We made amends, I believe. You know, good enough for the game. Sounds like we're going to go for Karen, just because she is the larger threat, the bigger physical threat.
Yeah, I'm not going to shoot her again because I don't want to.
No, I will.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. This is big, Steve. This would be big on our list. Stop doing all these twists because I can't handle it. So you tell Alex and the production team to knock it off, okay? I'm gonna keep trying to play both sides until everyone finds out and I get voted out, or I win the whole damn thing.
He's too much of a wild card. Like I never gonna know where he's going.
Okay.
I'm down for Steve.
You're done for Steve.
Yeah, I won't. I will not vote Brett. Like,
Okay.
I can't vote him.
What did Brett and
I haven't talked to Renzo yet.
Mhm.
Brett and I agreed. Like Brett is first.
if they vote out Corinne and we were to vote out Karen, there's only one woman left in the game, and that would be me. And that would be no bueno.
And I'm not putting your name down either. I'm voting Steve.
Okay, and I just talked to Renzo and Steve.
Yeah.
And just so you know, they're putting your name out there.
I do have a good feeling that it might be me tonight. So, yeah, it's really nerve-wracking. I'm not like a super extroverted person, but like I scrambled so hard in this round and like fought so hard to like get Steve out instead of me because I knew it was gonna come down to us two.
We only have 3 women left in the game right now. What do we do? Take it down to 2? Hell no.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like not even realizing that it's
Yeah.
dwindling down that fast. But
And so, yeah, no, that's good.
yeah,
That's good.
You know where my vote's going? Like,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. And you know where mine's going. A swing vote. Oh yeah, we could be 9 strong men. Let's vote out Kim. That. You know, that's I'm sorry. That's just not right. And optically, I wouldn't let that happen. Nothing ever plays out how it's supposed to.
That and I feel like I have relationships with them.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not
agreed.
just, like,
Agreed.
who- if
I'm
you
leaning
had to pick
toward.
someone for the dream.
I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I think I'm please don't tell her. I think I'm leaning towards Karen, just because their group is just becoming so powerful, and they trust each other so much.
Yeah.
I want to work with Chapman. I want to work with Corinne, and they're very close to Karen. To bring myself higher to the ranking of the people that Chapman and Corinne work with is to eliminate Karen.
Karen, do you want me to loop you in?
Yes, but I think the best move for the both of us is Karen. We need to like weaken the social powers of Chapman and what's her name? Corinne.
So the 5 of us come back to camp and we start speed dating, we start scrambling immediately. Then I go talk to Renzo, and Renzo's like we gotta go after Karen. I'm immediately starting to panic. I understand.
But I would appreciate if you vote for Karen. You, me, and Marquise.
Yeah.
I feel like we want. If we're all at the end, we have equal chances of winning.
Yes, I'm telling both sides what they want to hear. Both sides think I'm extremely loyal to them. There's gonna come a time and place where I'm gonna have to make a decision. And ideally that's not for a couple more votes. It's gonna be us versus them, whatever side I choose. And I may be a casualty of that war, or I might be able to rise to the top. We'll have to see. But you understand, like, this literally, like, ruins any kind of giant for me.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm putting my life in your hands if I do.
But we have to make moves.
I know.
This is going to be your move as well.
I know.
I think the better move still is to vote Karen out, now that I've cried it out. But I'm too late. I cannot change what's going to happen unless I make the tribal council live. I hope that what I'm making right now will progress me further in the game.
Winona, come on in. Welcome to Tribal Council as your new tribe. I'll now bring in the members of our jury. Tyann, Chad, and Kelly voted out at the last Tribal Council. All right, I will now bring in the next person joining our Tribal Council. Marquise, come on in. Well, welcome Winona to this Tribal Council. I guess first things first, Renzo, I want to just point out a lot of irony, being the only original Winona left, with now on Winona with a Winona buff, and the one also with individual immunity. How does it feel with all those kind of 3 layers combined?
I know, it's a lot of emotions. Coming into the merge, I was a lone wolf. All of the other people from the original Winona tribe went home. So even at the beginning of the game, even with the people in my Winona tribe, a lot of trust issues come out. And I feel like I've been just always trying to get people to work with me. They ended up voting me in a tribal council or getting eliminated. So entering the merge, I was one of the votes in the minority, so I really felt in danger, and I wanted to come in to this tribal council with a little bit safety because my mind has been just toasted.
Karen, we go to this kind of swap, this random draw that Renzo did win immunity in, but kind of this narrative that was built up going into this merge was this strong yellow complex. When you get this new kind of tribe and you guys see a majority with your original green, what did that feel like?
I was nervous no matter what. I didn't feel like it didn't feel good, it didn't feel bad. I didn't know how to assess. There's been so much gameplay, so much swaps. Everyone's played different games with other people that you just really can't go. I don't really feel like you can go back to that day one. It's also different. People are working with different people. I just trying to assess where everyone's at, but you just really never know.
And Kim, kind of in a round like this where it's so fast and there's so many ways to vote, and again, it's such a small group. I think something we've seen a lot this season is all these small little groups of voting. How do you base a vote again in a group of 5?
Being in a group of 5 is similar to a couple of rounds ago when it was only 4 people voting. You don't have anywhere to hide. Your word is your word, period. But yet it's Survivor. And sometimes you do have to lie and deceive, but you cannot hide that deception at all. And so you go into it going, who is best for my game? Who is best for my allies' games? Because we still have enough people that getting rid of someone who is an ally to your ally is not good for you. So all of those things come into consideration in these votes.
And Brett, Kim makes a really good point. The allies, there's the complex layers of your allies. Is there, specifically in a tribe of 5 like this, is now a good time to potentially make a move against an ally or an ally's ally?
I think my decision tonight is going to definitely shape the direction that my game will be going in the future. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be easy, but I feel like, again, I'm rolling the dice of trust, and I don't know. We'll see if this is a big change for my game or not. We'll see.
And Steve, with trust, again, like these rounds have switched a lot. Are you creating trust round to round, or when Brett says like this trust I've had, is this like a cumulative type of trust over the progression of this season?
I think in the short term, our tribes have changed so much, so fast, that we haven't had a real chance, except, we've known a couple people here and there, and we played with them, but I think you got to put trust in your back pocket right when you get into the new tribe and hope that you're doing the right thing.
And Renzo, as the one that has immunity at this tribal, what do you kind of plan on doing / what did you do when you got back to camp to get through this round?
When you have the immunity necklace, that's the best time for you to make a move because you're safe, and no matter what, you're gonna move on, and you have to put resume on your game. You have to put a move on your resume. The person that I'm not voting right now should know that I'm doing this because I believe that time is the most scarce resource in this game, and it is evolving and changing so fast. So now I'm putting my loyalty on you, and I hope, and I've proven that I've never gone back to my word unless you gone on your word on me first, that this is a sign of loyalty that I want to work with you, and I mean it, and I need real allies in this because I've been just like a puppy, a tennis ball, whatever, a frisbee,
ping pong ball into a racket,
ball.
Yeah.
A cabbage.
Yeah.
I need friends.
And Brett, does the lack of food in this type of situation really affect how you how numbers are organized in your head, even if the vote is literally only 5 people?
Brandon, I haven't been listening to half of the past questions because I saw some potato olays over there from Taco John's, and I'm distracted. So food is definitely a factor. I did choose to.
They're crispy and greasy.
I don't know where that came from. But...
I don't know where that came from either, Kim.
It was
Wow.
on the ground.
You That may be the most bizarre, uncomfortable thing that's ever happened. Y'all are off.
That helped. Oh my gosh.
Kim, you had that coffee and you're just like, here. Karen and Brett are like trying to formulate thoughts and you're just like, I think
as I was saying, Brandon, I chose to sit out of the merch feast to try to compete, and so I didn't have that food that they were able to get. There's a little bit of FOMO there, but maybe those 2 chips will help keep me going throughout the rest of this.
well, we will see. And Kim, you're just Kim. I love that. I will. I guess that's all I have to say. Again, before I get to a vote, I do open it up to you guys if you have anything you want to say to each other or give to each other. Is there a third one on the ground?
I don't think there's any other
Please,
ones.
Cam,
Is there
please.
one back there?
The torch oil, is that
There's
what?
not a piece.
What is that?
We're good.
I don't know.
Crumb?
There's a wood chip.
Alrighty.
Give it over here.
Well, we'll get to a vote, and I promise there's no food up there. All right, Kim, you're up first.
Oh, getting down there. I hate to do it, but I think this is the way the vote's gonna go. Sorry.
I have no idea if I'm actually going, Steve. I have a good feeling I'm going home tonight. We will see. Based on that last tribal, I don't think I can trust him going forward. We'll see if I make it past this round.
All right, before I go tally the votes, Marquise, based on his Exile Island choice, was able to come to observe and cast 1 vote at this tribal. So Marquise, if you want to go ahead. All right, I'll go tally the votes. Immunity Day, you'd like to play it? No, I can't get over the chip thing. Now would be the time to do so. All right, I will read the votes. First vote, Steve. That's 1 vote, Steve. Karen, that's 1 vote, Steve. 1 vote, Karen. Steve, that's 2 votes, Steve. 1 vote, Karen. Steve, that's 3 votes, Steve. 1 vote, Karen. The next person to vote off will live to give back to reality, and 4th member of our jury, Steve. Can you bring me your torch? Still smiling. Steve, once again. Try to spoken. 3rd time, maybe? All right, get out of here. See you later. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Well, unanimous with no communication. I'm very excited to see how the rest of this game goes. You guys can come back to camp.
Oh, Second Chance was great. I loved being able to play the game, and I knew the second round of our tribal votes I wouldn't make it. Pardon me. But to have that opportunity to get back in the game and actually win that opportunity, that was phenomenal. And to think that I figured I would have gone from the fourth contestant voted out, like I was, to being our next tribal getting voted right back out again. To actually make it to this point, I'm proud. To take with me outside of here, I think just, for me, this is a huge charity event. I mean, it's a great cause, great charity event. Pleading for Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I wish I could have brought them more money, but I mean, just people doing it for nothing other than the fun of the game, the love of the game. So, and to benefit charities, I think that's just a great cause. So, all I really want to say is thank you, Alex, Brandon, everybody, the staff that put this on, everyone that donated money, you know, all the players. It's a great cause. I'm so happy to be a part of it. I appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully see you in the future sometime.
This is where it was.
Yeah.
This is where the tarp was.
Yeah, we had the tarp just covered whatever was here.
Hey, we can sit on the fireplace. I'm sure it's safe, right?
Oh yeah. So we just went to our next immunity challenge and we got split back up into tribes again. And of course, I'm so unlucky. I always get grouped with the people I want to work with. And that's just, I'm so unlucky in this game. This is twice now I've been, you know, swapped.
Well, this sucks.
I like it. No.
Okay. It's gonna be stable even so.
Love this new tribe. This is literally all the people that I've been focused on working with going forward. Corinne, Ryan C, Chapman, and Noah, those were literally the people that I was trying to work with, so I was really excited about the tribe. It's literally the worst case scenario that could have happened to me, in my opinion, because I wanted to work with all of them.
If it's true,
Oh, it is.
then if he just had to use it, which is a big step.
How did this even happen? Because this is the second time that I have swapped tribes and gotten the literal best tribes ever, and then we're like, oh, just kidding, you have to vote one of you out. Me.
I was gonna say, if we rally us three and vote Noah, I'm fucking with Noah, but I feel like there's a chance to get Ryan W, don't you? Or would you rather leave him in as like a...
I don't think Noah would go that way.
You know, the immunity challenge was both groups were going to compete. We're going to be split up into one person from each team, and the duo that, you know, finished the competition first, they're both safe. So Ryan C from my tribe won immunity, and Renzo from the other tribe won immunity. That would be the only thing that would get us through this vote, and then we would get back with our greens, because the three of them are, the other three are going to be fine too, because Steve, Brett, and Karen are all three, and there's the two others. I have to vote out either Corinne, Noah, or Ryan W, and these are the three people who I've given my word to, you know, before the last vote. So I'm in a difficult spot.
She told us he had the idol.
Yeah.
So that's what we were wondering.
Yeah. Yep. So that's how. It's. I mean, he could not play it, but I think he's going to, because, well, we've been together the whole game, and he's worried that it would look bad if
I'm still good with that group.
There wasn't much strategy we really could do. I mean, we learned that Ryan C had the hidden immunity idol, but at the end of the day, you never feel good about doing it.
I think we're still fine.
We're still strong moving forward. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose Corinne, which is, you know, she's loyal, but you know, we still have a strong group moving forward, and we still have Marquise, and he's gonna come back with an advantage, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I think we should be fine.
Do I got your word?
Yes.
I'll go for it then.
Okay.
I'll do it. If I got your word, I'll do it.
Okay. I so badly wish that, you know, Ryan would play his idol on me tonight, because it would just, you know, it would verify, it would validate that the two of us are going to go on to the next portion of the game, and, you know, potentially our other three mint tribes are also going to move on.
I'm probably leaning towards Noah. Really?
But
that is not what I thought you
But I kind of am a little on edge with Corinne too.
Yeah.
I started talking to Ryan W and Noah. I let it slip that Ryan C has an idol, because Karen told me that. I'm really 50-50 right now. I really believe I could get voted out, and I do think there's a chance that I don't.
This is the worst group that could have had to do this.
Yeah, seriously.
So I'm in a difficult spot, but this is what we came here for. I came here to play the game, so I did a lot of lying just now. I gave my word, I shook hands, but I'm not here to make friends. I'm here for my charity at the end of the day. So, you know, if I have to piss someone off, give them my word and send them to the jury, I'll do what I have to do. The natural curls.
The natural curls, I like it.
It's not a perm, I swear.
I swear.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it permed 4 days ago.
I mean, I was feeling confident. It's going to be a sad one no matter what, even if I'm gone or if Corinne's gone. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be the toughest one, and I don't think any of us are going to feel good coming back.
I don't like going to these travels, bro. It's just 3 straight.
What are you thinking? You still want to roll dice?
I mean, both of the conversations I just had with you and Ryan. It's just the loyalty aspect, man. I feel like a freaking sleaze bag. Strategy moving forward is continue the relationship with Noah has basically been like the day one. And then continuing to build on what we have with Ryan and Chapman, with bringing those guys on in place of Corinne.
There's not a way, really.
But I don't want to go behind your back or anything like that. I just want to be honest with you.
I appreciate you telling me.
I made sure to be honest with her because for someone like that who's been so loyal and never really went against me and just been great, I was not going to blindside her. She started to almost cry and it broke my heart. We're going through the mental stress. We just grown so close together as just everyone who's left here, and to have to do this is just gut-wrenching.
At least I get to eat. Sorry, I don't mean to like be mean about it.
No, you're good.
But I appreciate you telling me.
Of course.
I just don't want to like vote anybody out, and I just feel like I've genuinely gotten to know some of these people really well. So, I mean, it might be me tonight. It likely is me tonight, and so if it is, I'm super happy with all the friendships I have made. I can't believe I'm crying right now. This is so embarrassing.
Not what oh my god.
I know it's obviously not what I want either, but
How was that?
it's okay. Like I told Noah the same thing. Like I did this to myself, so it's like
I don't know what else to say, but sorry.
it's okay.
And doing strategy session, I just found out that, or just told Corinne that I was going to vote against her. My conversation with Corinne, it actually wasn't really a conversation. It was more so just both of us tearing up and hugging, and she said it's okay. She understands and she's still rooting for us.
Because my gut, when I looked at this and I looked at the lineup, I felt safe with Corinne.
I'm wishy-washy with her. I don't know.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. How come?
Especially now that she got votes at last tribal council, she's a little on edge, and she was before the challenge. She was like, "I need to talk to you now." And I think she thinks I voted for her.
I don't think so. I think she identified the 3.
I know Renzo's one.
Yep, Renzo's one because Renzo told her. It's time to go to tribal. And then I obviously have individual immunity, but the other 4 members of our group do not. And it's going to be an interesting one. We're in a tough spot because those 3, the yellows, Corinne, Noah, and Ryan W, could easily vote off Chapman. I would think that now that we've had a chance to peel Corinne away, that we can lock up us 3.
We'll try. I mean, we'll definitely try. So pitch Noah. She's definitely closer to Ryan W, so we could pitch Noah and see if that works.
You know, Ryan W and Noah went and told Corinne that they're voting her out and that their hands are kind of tied. They have no other option. So, you know, the 3 of them are crying, but she has nothing to worry about. If she just votes with Ryan, C, and I, she'll be fine.
Another strategy would be literally just showing them the idol and like me just wearing it and being like, okay, you don't have a choice, and then we don't have to play it at that point. Just like a fake out.
I'm not here to vote Corinne out. Corinne saved my ass at the tribal council where Chad went home, and I gave her my word that if it ever came up, if her name was up, I would save her. So this is my chance. I'm gonna save Corinne.
Jesus.
But you don't want to seem like you don't seem like you want to vote Noah.
I don't want to vote any of you guys, but I would.
Ryan W is the bigger target, I feel like.
Not feeling great. Don't like my odds all that much. It's just a matter of whether I think Chapman can convince Ryan C to vote for Noah instead of me. Make one last plea to be like, please don't vote me out, even though I kind of deserve it.
My stomach just growled for like a whole minute.
Perfect.
So he wants to do Noah.
He wants to do Noah.
So I guess we'll stay with that for now. And then.
So me and him for sure vote Noah.
Yeah.
I do feel, morally obligated to save Corinne because she's in the same situation that I was in when she saved me. So, I'm gonna vote for Noah. This is what I want to do, and it's gonna be an epic blindside.
I can go too, so you guys can.
Yeah, I'll talk to Ryan.
Okay.
How can I go, Good. So obviously we made like that big targets stick together, big red stick together alliance.
Yeah.
So I'm not voting for you.
Going into tribal right now, it was definitely a tough loss in a way to split it. If you got 4 people that you can count on and rock solid already, I think that plays pretty good in our hands.
You want to talk? Yeah, we talk. We want to go down there, or?
Yeah. You want? I'm gonna talk to Noah real quick, and then I'm not here to make friends. I'm here for my charity at the end of the day. So, if I have to piss someone off, give them my word and send them to the jury, I'll do what I have to do, because at the end of the day, the charity is my #1 alliance. And if they can't accept that and they can't realize that, then that's on them.
Edina, come on in. Edina, welcome to Tribal Council as your new tribe. I will now bring in the members of our jury. Tyann, Chad, and Kelly voted out at the last Tribal Council. We have one more person joining this Tribal Council. Marquise, come on in. Marquise will join this Tribal Council to merely observe. And Chapman, what do you do? I mean, obviously, after this and after the past trial, whatever happened, there'll be 9 people left. How do you assess now with that low of numbers who to vote out?
It's tough. It comes down to what you value as a threat and what you value as a non-threat to you, because in the end, you want to be the person with the best case to the jury. So there's a lot of variables that go into that. So it kind of just depends. You got to be confident in yourself and value that what you think is the best thing for you.
No, in a situation like this, if Ryan C has won 3 in a row, do you feel like that puts him as at a disadvantage or a possible advantage moving forward?
I mean, it could be both. Honestly, this is the hardest tribal for me. No matter what I vote, it's gut wrenching here. We've been close to everyone here. These people we want to maybe work with in the end or work down the line, and now we have to make this decision. So any vote we do, you feel horrible doing it. It doesn't feel good.
Ryan W., can you explain to me kind of how I guess an event or a game like this can bond people you've never met in a matter of less than 2 days at this point?
I guess I wouldn't say that I wasn't expecting the level of it coming in, but I mean, to me, just sharing different stories, where we're from, what we like to do, stupid things we've done, in my case. I love that type of stuff. I love the camaraderie, so I mean, it definitely brought us a lot closer, and that's what made the last challenge the toughest for me, is because these are some of the people I've been working with the closest, so bluntly it sucked, but...
And Corinne, kind of explain to me that balance of, you see this in a lot of just games in general, playing like with your head and your heart, and kind of explain what trying to blend that looks like.
If you're me, it looks really chaotic and terrible, because especially after I feel like I thought, okay.
You know, it's okay to cry here, right?
Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
It's just really hard going off what Ryan and Noah both said. Like, this is the second time now where I've gotten swapped into a tribe that I have said I pretty much couldn't have handpicked better teammates. You guys are awesome, and then it's turned around and it's ended up that I've had to go to tribal each time, and we've all had to figure out what we're gonna do. And so this one was, this is tough. To be blunt, I think everyone's on the same page. I'm not super confident that I'll be here after this, but everyone was really respectful to me about it, so.
And no, I guess express to me, it still is tribal council. If Corinne feels like that, why is it Corinne going home?
There was no easy answer here at all. It just comes down to everyone here was loyal to us. It wasn't like someone that's up here right now. So there was no easy answer. You gotta go what you think is best for your game, but it sucks, and lots of tears were happening over there.
And Chapman, kind of with the complexity of that, it's for Corinne, it perceivably sucks, but at the same time, this is a game, and I've seen this multiple times happen in multiple seasons, people crying at a tribal with someone specifically going home and then that not happening. So what's the risk of publicly, I guess, saying if the four of you are together that Corinne is going?
You never really know until the votes are read, so, you know, looking at it from my perspective, this could look rough for me because there's 3 original yellow and then 2 mint, and one of them has immunity. So by the looks of it, it looks scary going into it. But at that point, it was all about like self-preservation, and I kind of had to put my feelings aside and make my decision based off of what is going to get me to the next step.
Like Noah alluded to, I think we all really got close and we all connected a lot, and I don't know if that honestly would have made all that much of a difference, because I think at the end of the day it's how I and how we play our games that's going to make the difference for the vote. So
And if it is you going home, kind of express to me what I've never, I guess it hasn't really happened a ton, but express to me what this experience has meant to you, if it is you this round.
So you want me to cry? That's it. Okay. No, it's been super meaningful to me. Okay. I didn't anticipate making the close friendships that I made in such a short time. I know you kind of already asked Ryan and Noah about that, but I mean, you're really only out here for, I can't believe it's Saturday and I've only been here since the middle of the day on Thursday. It feels like it's gone on forever. I really, really genuinely didn't expect how connected I would be to so many people. And that's why I feel like we've all kind of said it in different ways. This just sucks. So, but I've been really grateful for the experience, and whatever happens, like, I'll be grateful for it.
Well, I will, again, at the end of Tribal, I will open it up to any open statements, anything anyone wants to say to each other, to me, I mean, or whatever, before we get to the vote. No? All right. Ryan C., you're up.
So this is really, really freaking hard. Because I'm trying to think of how to save Chapman. See you soon.
Really wish I didn't have to do this. This is probably one of the toughest votes I have to make.
I gave you my word, but there's $5,000 on the line for my charity, and I'd be a fool to just let that slip away.
I hope it's really not me. Well, barely, because I really don't want to write your name down at all.
All right, so before we get to the votes, part of Marquise's decision that he was able to choose at Exile is that he was able to come and observe and cast 1 vote at this tribal. And he will head now to go cast his vote.
I am flabbergasted with what is going on right now. I don't understand why my core 4 is splitting up from what they've said they're doing for Corinne. So to protect myself, I just hope this works. I really, really hope this works. I don't even know. I don't know.
I'll retally the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Noah. It's 1 vote, Noah. Corinne, that's 1 vote Noah, 1 vote Corinne. Corinne, that's 2 votes Corinne, 1 vote Noah. Noah, we're tied. 2 votes Noah, 2 votes Corinne, 2 votes left. Chapman, that's 2 votes Corinne, 2 votes Noah, 1 vote Chapman, 1 vote left. The next person voted off of Let's Give Back to Reality and the 5th member of our jury, Corinne. Corinne, can you bring me your torch? Corinne, the tribe has spoken. All right, time for you to go. Reactions said it all. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
I'm feeling really overwhelmed, but I feel like I've said that like 18 million times this weekend. But it's true. I mean, part of me really genuinely thought that I was gonna be able to make it through one more, and part of me genuinely thought I was going home. So I really didn't know what to expect going into my last tribal council. I really formed strong connections with Ryan W., Noah, and Chapman. I'm playing for the Emily Kilpatrick Angel Foundation. It's a charity that, or a nonprofit I should say, that was started by myself and several other members of my family, people that were close to Emily. She passed away a couple of years ago, and we're able to fundraise and provide scholarships and more financial resources for youth that are experiencing barriers to eating disorder recovery, because one of the things that was really difficult when my sister was struggling with that was that where we lived, we just didn't have the access to the types of resources. So we really want to make care and treatment and recovery more accessible for anyone that we can. I'm just really proud to be doing this for not only her, but for the rest of my family and anyone else that we help through our charity.